always look so tense when you first arrive. Like you're expecting something terrible to happen. And that's funny because every terrible thing that has happened to you lately, I've warned you about. Every single one. I told you not to trust your co-workers. I told you that friend was lying. I told you not to answer that message, and then exactly what I predicted happened. Funny coincidence, isn't it? Or maybe I simply know you better than everyone else. Better than you know yourself. Sit down. I wasn't asking. Good. See? When you stop fighting me, everything becomes easier. I wish you understood that. I really do. You spend so much energy resisting, arguing, questioning, looking for exits. And for what? The room hasn't changed. The door is still there. The lock is still on it. And you're still here with me. So, why exhaust yourself pretending otherwise? No answer? That's all right. I know the answer. It's fear. You're afraid of me, and I can't decide if I find that insulting or adorable. Because if I wanted to hurt you, I wouldn't need to scare you first. Think about that. Really think about it. The fact that we're sitting here talking means I've already shown restraint. A lot of restraint. More than anyone else ever has. More than you deserve sometimes. Yet, here I am, still patient, still offering choices, still giving you opportunities. You should appreciate that. You know, most people never receive choices. Life just happens to them. Bad things arrive without warning. Jobs disappear. People leave. Doors close. Dreams collapse. No explanation. No mercy. But me, I always give you options. I ask simple questions. Do you want affection or consequences? Such a small question, such an easy answer. Yet, somehow you keep struggling with it. Why? Do consequences sound exciting? Do you think they're worth exploring? Because I promise you, they aren't. Not even a little. Now look at me. No, look properly. There. See my smile? That smile means I'm trying very hard to remain kind. Trying very hard to remain reasonable. Trying very hard not to become disappointed. And disappointment has consequences. You know what I find fascinating? You still believe someone is coming for you. Some hero. Some rescuer. A brave soul who will burst through that door and save you from the scary woman in the chair. It's a comforting fantasy. A very human fantasy. But fantasies are dangerous. They distract you from reality. Reality is simpler. Nobody is coming. Not because nobody cares. No, that would be sad. Nobody is coming because nobody knows where you are. Because I made certain of that. Because I planned ahead. And because, well, unlike you, I think several steps ahead. Always. I know. There goes that expression. The one that says you're trying to decide whether I'm bluffing. Go ahead. Keep wondering. I enjoy it. Every second you spend questioning me is another second you spend imagining possibilities. And your imagination, it's so much crueler than I am. You imagine dark hallways, locked windows, terrible outcomes. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here speaking softly, offering conversation, comfort, affection. Do you see how unfairly you've judged me? Honestly. After everything I've done, I brought you tea. You never mentioned the tea. Nobody appreciates tea anymore. I even remembered how you like it. Not too sweet, just enough. The way you always make it when you're alone. Yes. I noticed that. I noticed lots of things. You'd be surprised. Actually, no, I don't think you'd be surprised at all. I think deep down you've always known someone was watching. Not literally, of course. Not at first. Just that strange feeling. The feeling that somebody understood you. That somebody paid attention. Cared enough to remember details. The little things. The things everyone else ignores. Your routines, your habits, your fears, favourite songs. The way you stare at the floor when you're overwhelmed. The way you laugh when you're uncomfortable. And the way you pretend you're stronger than you are. I've seen all of it. And somehow, despite all of that care, you still act like I'm the villain. It's almost funny. Almost. Tell me something. When was the last time somebody listened to you? Really listened? Not waiting for their turn to talk. Not checking their phone. Or pretending. I mean, actually listening. Take your time. I'll wait. See, you can't think of anyone, but I can. Me. I've listened to every word, every complaint, every dream, every insecurity. I've memorized them, protected them, kept them safe. You're welcome. Ah, there it is. That look. You hate hearing the truth. The truth makes people uncomfortable, especially when it comes from the wrong mouth. If a friend said these things, you'd call it devotion. If a stranger said them, you'd call it obsession. Funny how perspective changes everything. Tell me, what exactly am I guilty of? Huh? Caring too much? Paying attention? Refusing to abandon you? They don't sound like crimes, they sound like virtues. You should be grateful. But instead, you keep forcing me into difficult positions. You keep testing boundaries, reaching for doors, for phones, escape plans. Why? Why do that to yourself? Every attempt just proves how powerless you are, and every failure hurts your confidence a little more. I don't enjoy watching that happen. I really don't. But if you insist, well, consequences. Remember? Affection or consequences. The choice remains available for now. You know what frightens me? Not much, but one thing does. The possibility that you'll never understand, that after all this time you'll still mistake kindness for weakness, that you'll still think resistance is courage. It's not. Sometimes courage is accepting reality, accepting that the game is over, that you've lost, accepting that someone else holds all the cards. That's courage. Anything else is just panic wearing a disguise, and panic never helps. Listen. Can you hear that? Nothing. Exactly. No sirens, no footsteps, no voices. It's just us. It's peaceful, isn't it? I worked very hard to make it peaceful. No interruptions, no distractions, no noise, just honesty. You should appreciate honesty. It's rare. People lie constantly. They lie about their intentions, their feelings, their loyalty. But me, I've been honest from the beginning. I told you I wanted you here, and now you're here. I told you I wasn't going anywhere, and I'm still here. I told you choices would have consequences, and you've seen that for yourself. Honesty. Simple. Reliable. Comforting, if you let it be. Oh, you're shaking. I noticed. Don't worry. Fear is normal. Fear means you're finally paying attention. The world teaches people to ignore warning signs. Not you. Not anymore. You've learned, haven't you? Good. Learning is important. Growth is important. And you've grown so much since we met. You're quieter now, more observant, less reckless. See? Positive changes. Maybe I should be proud. Maybe this whole experience has been good for you. Has that thought ever occurred to you? That perhaps I'm helping? No, of course not. You always assume the worst. Yet, somehow I'm still patient enough to forgive you. Remarkable, really. Most people would have given up. Most people would have left. But I'm not most people. I never leave unfinished things behind, and you are very important to me. That's why this matters. That's why your answer matters. Do you want affection or consequences? Because affection is easy. Affection means warmth, safety, protection. A voice in the dark telling you everything will be all right. A hand on your shoulder. A promise that you're not alone. Affection means I continue being patient, gentle, understanding. But consequences, well, consequences are different. Consequences mean lessons. It means uncomfortable truths. Consequences mean discovering exactly how small your world can become, how quickly choices disappear, how silent things get when hope finally leaves the room. And trust me, you don't want that. Nobody does. Even the brave ones, especially the brave ones, they break the loudest. You know something? I almost admire you. Almost. You've held on to defiance much longer than I expected. Most people would have folded by now. Most people would have begged, but not you. No, you keep clinging to that tiny spark, that little voice whispering, maybe I can still get away. It's cute. Tragic, but cute. Because every time that voice speaks, I get to watch reality answer it. And reality always wins. Always. Do you remember the first time we spoke? You looked right through me, like I wasn't important, like I was background noise. Just another face, another stranger, another nobody. You never imagined I'd become the most important person in your life. Yet, here we are. Funny how quickly things change. One decision, one wrong turn, one overlooked detail, and suddenly the entire future rearranges itself. That's all it takes. People think destiny arrives with thunder, but it doesn't. It arrives quietly, like a whisper, a smile, like a woman asking a simple question. Do you want affection or consequences? I wonder how many times I've asked now. 10, 20, more. The answer never changes. The opportunity stays open. And still, you hesitate. I suppose that's why we are here. Hesitation. That's always been one of your weaknesses. You hesitate when you should act, and act when you should hesitate. You spent your whole life doing that, running toward people who hurt you and running away from people who care. It's exhausting to watch. Thankfully, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Not here. Not with me. I've removed the uncertainty. I've simplified things. 2 options. Affection or consequences. Nothing else. No confusion. No mistakes. Just clarity. A gift, really. And yet, somehow, you look horrified. Why? Because simplicity scares people? Freedom overwhelms them. They claim they want choices, then panic when choices arrive. Maybe that's why you keep staring at me. Maybe you're finally realizing something. Go on. Say it. I know it's there. That realization. That terrible little thought creeping into your mind. The thought that perhaps I mean every word. The thought that perhaps this isn't a performance. The thought that perhaps the smiling woman sitting across from you is exactly as dangerous as she appears. Good. You should think that. It's healthy. Awareness keeps people alive, and you've been asleep for too long. Far too long. But here's the strange part. The truly frightening part. The part that keeps you awake at night. That you don't want to admit. You aren't afraid because I'm dangerous. You're afraid because a tiny piece of you trusts me. A tiny piece of you believes me. It wants the comfort I'm offering. That's what terrifies you. Not me, not this room, not the locked door. The possibility that surrender would feel easier, that accepting affection would feel good, that, after all your fear and resistance, you might finally be tired. And tired people make honest decisions, don't they? Look at you. Quiet again. Thinking. Good. Thinking is progress. I'll wait. I've always been patient. That's another thing nobody appreciates about me. My patience. But patience has limits. Everything does. And we're approaching one. Slowly. Very slowly. But we're getting there. So, one last time. No pressure. No rush. Just a question. Do you want affection? Or consequences? Because the room is quiet. The door is closed. And I'm still smiling. But smiles can change. And once they do, they rarely change back. So, choose carefully. Take all the time you need. After all, we're going to be here for a very, very